situation began to develop as it did, I directed my national security team to monitor closely and report to me hour by hour. I instructed them to prepare for a range of scenarios. I also convened our key allies on a Zoom call to make sure we were all on the same page. We made clear that we were not involved. We had nothing to do with it. This was part of a struggle within the Russian system.
US President Joe Biden, however, said it was still too early to assess where the situation might go now in Moscow. DD India correspondent Nick Harper reports from Washington.
There's lots of speculation and uncertainty about what will happen next within Russia following Saturday's alleged mutiny. Various US officials spoke throughout the course of the day: the White House, the State Department and the President himself. Joe Biden made one thing clear. He said the US had not been involved in what had taken place on Saturday and that the US would not get involved in what comes next. He said that he'd been speaking personally to allies throughout Europe as well as the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He said all of them were on the same page and that they were upholding a united front. We heard from the White House spokesperson for the National Security Council, John Kirby. He was asked about whether we could see Vladimir Putin now lash out using his nuclear arsenal. He said that US intelligence saw no indication that there was any intent to use nuclear weapons inside Ukraine. The State Department was asked what may happen next and whether there'd been any concessions offered to the Wagner group to get them to stand down. Matthew Miller, the spokesperson for the State Department, didn't have those answers, but he did point out that potentially what had happened on Saturday could now be a game changer, pointing out it was a new thing to see Putin's leadership challenged. We've also heard from the US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, who has talked about the cracks now appearing in Putin's power and suggesting it could be an opportunity for Ukraine to press their advantage as they carry out their counter-offensive. In Washington, Nick Harper, reporting for DD India.